The Boston Common is the oldest public park in America. It was created in 1634. It is almost 50 acres in size, and it is the beginning of the Freedom Trail. When the Puritans first arrived, they lived in Charlestown, across the river from where a man named William Blackstone lived. Blackstone knew that the water supply was better on his side of the river, so he let the Puritans move to his side of the river. 3 years later, the Puritans gave Blackstone 50 acres of his own land for his kindness. Blackstone, however, realized that he liked living in solitude, so in 1634 he moved to Rhode Island and sold his land for 30 pounds. That land then became the Boston Common. Benjamin Woodbridge was a 19-year-old man that was killed in a sword fight on the Boston Common in 1728. He was killed by a man named Henry Phillips. The common was used for punishments such as whipping, being set in the stocks, and even hanging in the gallows. Dangerous criminals like pirates, so-called witches, and murderers were killed on the common. Mary Dyer was a Quaker who, because of her religion, was executed on the common. This practice ended in 1817. During the Revolutionary War, the common housed guns, trenches, and a powder house. Also, right before the battles of Lexington and Concord, the British forces made camp on the common. After the Stamp Act was repealed, there was a huge celebration on the common with bonfires and fireworks. There used to always be many cows grazing on the common, but they were evicted in 1830 when the common became more of a fancier area. The Soldiers and Sailors Monument was created by an architect named Martin Milmore. There are 4 main statues on this famous monument. The soldier, an army man standing at ease with the face of a common peasant rather than a soldier. The sailor, a mariner holding a sword. Peace, a woman holding an olive branch and looking south. And history, a woman holding a pen and a stone tablet and wearing Greek clothing. The great elm was an enormous tree that grew on the Boston Common until 1876 when it was destroyed by a huge gale. Before the Revolution, the Sons of Liberty probably hung lanterns on the gargantuan tree to symbolize unity. Several famous people, such as Martin Luther King Jr. and Pope John Paul II, presented speeches on the common. In the middle of the park, there's a pond called the Frog Pond where people can ice skate in the winter. Every year on the Frog Pond in October, there's the annual Pumpkin Fest where people can bring their jack-o'-lanterns and float them on the pond.
Good job, Owen.
It was bad.
No, it's good. You're the first one to go. Oh!